Well, good morning, my friend. Welcome to the Pastor's Podcast. Good to have you with me on this cold Oklahoma morning. And good to have you with me November the 10th. And we start another week here, just a couple weeks away, if I'm right on that, from Thanksgiving Day and the month of Thanksgiving. And let's make it that. Let's be thankful for all that we do. That would be a good thing to do. And looking forward to God being able to just use us in this month to point people to Jesus Christ. That would be a wonderful thing for all of us to do as we serve him. Great day here at Maranatha Baptist Church. If you got to see my post yesterday, over 20 saved, I think it was, 20 saved, I think it was, and 7 baptized, and really a great attendance. We had a lot of sickness going on. I don't know about you, wherever you are, but we had a lot of sickness. There's a flu bug going around. It either hits the nose or it hits the belly, either way. And it seems just to be kind of sweeping through here for the past week and a half or so. But yesterday, I think, was the peak of what we had here. And so we're still moving forward, and God's still filling the auditorium, and souls are still being saved, and lives are still being changed. And that's always exciting. And seeing what God can do at all these times, that's what we always look for. Well, today I want to talk to you about when you've reached the top. In Deuteronomy 28, verse 1, it says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all the commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth." Now, God promised Israel that if they did right, he would set them on high above all the nations of the earth. And God was saying that by doing right, they would be at the top of all others to look at. And because they were at the top, many nations would also follow them. However, being at the top puts a target on your back that will cause many to shoot at you. Now, if you do right, and if God chooses to bless you to be to the point that you rise above those of your day, you have to understand that this is both a blessing and a curse at the same time. Doing right always brings God's blessings. Now, one thing we have to be aware of is that when we get to the top brings 4 actions that come from others, adverse actions. Most of them are that we've got to be careful about. First, being at the top will cause some to admire you. Now, some will look at you from a distance and be thankful for what the Lord has done through your life and ministry, but they will not join you because they fear what others might think about them. Now, these are not your enemies, but they are also not your friend. So many will say good things about you because you've reached the top, but beware of them because they will turn on you when others come after you. So just being at the top, it causes some to admire you. I like what he's doing, but once the battle hits, they'll be gone. Second, being at the top causes some to follow you. Now, this is the part of being at the top that many want. And this is really the blessing part about being at the top. We like that people follow us because of God's blessings, but we must not become prideful that others are following us. We have to realize they are following us because God blessed us. It's not because of me, it's what God's done through me. And they want to learn from us how they can get the same blessings on themselves, and they want to follow us so they can have those blessings overflow on them. So I must continue doing right. I must stay humble so that others will continue to desire to learn from me once God starts blessing. Third, being at the top causes many to criticize you. Now, being at the top means that everyone will see everything that you do. So what's going to happen is many start criticizing every decision and everything that you do. But you must not let that affect your spirit. You see, doing right and having God's blessings always brings criticism from those who are jealous. Criticism is not the end of the world, because it causes some to look at you to see what you are doing, and they will choose to follow. So someone criticizes me, but it draws someone else's attention toward me, and that other person, because they have no angst against me, they say, well, I don't understand why they're being criticized, and they begin to follow. Now I can influence them. So criticism should also cause you to see if there's any truth to the criticism so that you can change that area. But don't let the criticism affect your spirit. Fourth, being at the top causes some to shoot at you to destroy you. Now, you will never make peace with these people. These are evil people. If you reach the top, you're going to have a stomach for battles. Now, you have to understand that many will hate you because of what you stand for and how God is blessing you. Now, never let the battle cause you to leave the right that brought God's blessings to you. Continue to do right. Do the right that brought the blessings or brought the attacks, because the right will keep God's blessings on you despite the attacks. Now, with blessing comes responsibility. People are watching you, and you must not let their watchful eye cause you to step back and say, look at me, or compromise. God brought you to the top for a reason. One, he trusted you to bring you there, so don't ruin God's trust in you. But you've got to continue doing right because God trusted you, so just keep doing what's right. Keep winning souls, stay humble, keep running the buses, keep preaching the word of God, keep taking a stand for right, keep pushing for new heights. Being at the top brings blessings and cursings, but you've got to keep doing what brought you to the top, what brought those blessings, what brought those curses. And what you'll find is it'll far outweigh all the battles that you face. Many a person has reached the top and the top ruined them. It ruined them because they got a following and it went to the head. It ruined them because they saw the admiration of people talking about them, and so because of that, they wanted a bigger crowd and they were willing to compromise to get there. It ruined some of them because they couldn't take the criticism; they became bitter. It ruined some because they got in the battle, and then instead of continuing doing what brought the blessings, they entered the battle and left what brought the blessings. And then all of a sudden they lost the blessings, and the one that was fighting against you won. So when you reach that top, let's make sure we just can keep on doing what we're supposed to do. Just silence your ears to what people say about you. Don't believe all the good that say about you, because you know what you really are, and just keep doing what you're supposed to do. And what will happen is those blessings will keep on coming from heaven, and God will keep on being with you, and God will keep on blessing you and your ministry and what you're doing for God. Because being at the top, there's blessings and there's curses. But the blessings far outweigh the curses, because you have God's blessings on your life. But I've got to keep doing what brought those blessings so I can keep them. I hope this is a challenge to you to never stop. You may have reached some pinnacle in your life, but don't let that pinnacle be the last one. There's new heights. There's more heights to climb. Let's keep on climbing until the day that the Lord comes. Well, I hope this is a help to you today. Now, let's remember today, be good to everyone. Everyone's having a tough time. Have a great day.